ring light up. I need to fix my ring light. But how y'all feeling on this rainy Wednesday? It is Wednesday. Happy hump day to everybody. And if you humping, do a couple strokes for me. Yeah. Say no. But love y'all so much. I hope y'all doing well. I just have a little download that I wanted to share. And yeah. So while I was out, I was at a pizza store basically, and I seen two males. And a child. Now I can tell the child was one of the males, right? So it was a light skinned one with braids, and it was a light skinned one with a fade and a dark skinned one with braids, right? Got a light skinned nigga with dreads and a dark skinned nigga with fade. I'm saying, but no, it was the other way around. It was a man with a fade and a dark skinned man with dreads, right? So the dark skinned man had his child ever. So you know how I be with a little child. He was a toddler. He had to be like 2, 3 the most. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he getting them ready, like put hand sanitizer on, eat your food, like stuff like that. They didn't end up sitting there eating though, but they just was having a chit chat or whatever. So something that noticed me, no shade, the light skinned one, he caught my eye. He did catch my eye first, but instantly was unflattered because the little boy they was leaving, you know what I'm saying, they was about to leave out the store, and the light skinned one, he tripped the baby. You know what I'm saying? He tripped the baby. The baby fell, and the dad, he like, the dad was like, get himself together. Y'all know how I be with kids. Like, you be kind of like, not everywhere, but kind of everywhere. So he like tripped him, and I peeped, and I'm just like, damn, you know what? It was such a turn off, because I'm like, you tripped the baby. And he didn't have no action of, like, let me catch you. You know what I'm saying? Are you okay? He didn't even ask if he was okay. He literally just looked and kept going on his business and left them in the store. Like, you know what I'm saying? And the friend, he looked, he did a little side eye, and he was like, you want me to pick you up? And that's when he was like, he picked them up and shit, and they went on their way and shit. And I instantly just was like, damn, that man is so fine, but where's the love at? Because the first thing, children are so innocent, and especially when you do something to a child, your first instinct is to try to save them. You know what I'm saying? Try to capture or whatever, or try to flip whatever you did or whatever. So instantly when I peeped the child and ignored the child, you know what I'm saying? And then the man noticed it because he side-eyed him, and then he just like on about his business. And in my head, I was like, ooh, download that characteristic flaw. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you have your child around this man. If I'm going to have my children around anybody, I would expect for them to treat my child as if they were theirs. You know what I'm saying? So if you trip, first off, he should have said something, but this is a download. That's something that my eyes was privy to, so I can come in and express to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because if he was a true friend and he cared and he had that love and concern in his heart, when he tripped the baby, he would have tried to catch him. Even if he couldn't catch him, is you okay? He literally looked at him, face all scrunched, and kept fucking walking. Like the child was annoying him. He's 2 years old. Y'all know how 2-year-olds be. They are annoying. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like the simple fact of that was a characteristic flaw. You know what I'm saying? In my head, I'm thinking, baby, you need to not be around him. And definitely don't have your child or children around people like that. Because at the end of the day, hey, how are you? How is everyone? You know what I'm saying? If y'all energy, like and subscribe, we love to have you here. Yeah, only 2 years old and tripped the baby. And I just was instantly like, that sucks. Because to have people around you and around your child, and you would want people to fight and love your child just as much as you do, right? And it's just like characteristic flaw. So that was a characteristic flaw. Now, in that moment, he should have spoke up like, damn, man, what the fuck? You just tripped my baby. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if it wasn't on no crazy, like, you don't got hurt, but like, check the situation. Like, damn, you just tripped my baby. Is you cool? Like, damn. Like, you know what I'm saying? Play it off. Like, you know what I'm saying? But still acknowledge it. Because the side eye he did was he acknowledged it, but he ignored it. He ducked it down, and it's just going to go unresolved. But that is a key. That is a trait that he should be watching out for a flea or a flaw person that he have around. If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, we going to start coming on here and learning. Start learning about the people that you have around you and stuff. Start learning how they act out in the world and how they are, you know what I'm saying, is a character, and how they treat you, how they could treat you. Because no shade, if a woman or a man isn't protective over my child like how I would be, that means you ain't protective over me. You know what I'm saying? So that's how he got to see it. And especially a child. Like, y'all know children are innocent. You know what I'm saying? I'm like that with anything. If I'm out in public, I see a baby fall, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like that. But all people should be like, and I seen the difference in the energy. No shade. The chocolate one, he was handsome, but he wasn't my type. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's just so funny how you can see both of the energies. You know what I'm saying? And we go a lot of lust and you know what I'm saying? What we see and shit. And it's just like, you know, even though he was handsome, his characteristic flawed. You know what I'm saying? Very much flawed. Not someone that I feel like, oh, if I was a man, I would want around me. You know what I'm saying? I want the people that I have around me to love me and my offspring or whoever the fuck I have around me. And if I'm them, you know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. And then you could see the energy of the chocolate one. Like, you know what I'm saying? How he was, you know what I'm saying? More of a loving energy. Like, he was more in the loving energy. Like, even when he was talking to the cashier and shit, he like, oh, ma'am, you da-da-da. She like, no, we only got tea and water. And he, oh, man, I'm sorry, baby. You too young. You can't have this. Like, how he was just flowing was moving more out of love. More different. You know what I'm saying? And really, you know, I've seen it so I can come back and express. But hopefully he can see that sometimes not everybody that you have around you is the people that you should trust. And especially depending on how they treat, like, your children. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because there's no way, I'm sorry. There's no way if I'm with, like, for real, if I'm with one of my friends, my female friends, even my male friends, and we out somewhere and you child and you just don't even acknowledge him, like, what? Bitch, you need to apologize. Or, like, you know what I'm saying? Not even on no stuff, but it's like, I'm like that. Like, well, damn, you good, bud? Such and such almost broke your neck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like that. My baby's going to get acknowledged. And if you don't acknowledge, you're going to get fuck away from me. You know what I'm saying? People, how adults treat other adults, it'd be horrible. But if a person treat a child like nonchalant or lack thereof, that's worse. You know what I'm saying? You keep them motherfuckers far the fuck away from you. That's why I tell people, I'm not getting no cards. That's why I tell people, when you have, especially like my ladies, when you have men that be like deadbeats and shit, you be protecting them. God's protecting them babies for real. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why I did experience something else, a little message I had got too, because I was at Burger King, right? And it was an older man in there, older black male. I live in a dominantly black community. And another little download. This is separate from the other message. He's having you know how like them people, they just start conversation with anybody, right? So I'm hearing it, I'm not. I can see that he's a man that talks too fucking much. He like to start conversation and be the loudest in the room. I don't fuck up. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I was door dashing, so I'm waiting for the order or whatever. He finally gets to the counter where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, oh, that was a stupid little argument they had, right? And I'm like, I said, what argument? And he was like, he said, yeah, they was arguing about something, da-da-da. And I just was like, I said, oh, it's neither here nor there for me. I probably heard him pay it no mind. And that's what he was like. And he just was like, oh, well, you know, you got to be more aware of your surroundings. Like, I said, I'm very much aware of my surroundings. I said, but I don't have to take in nonetheless conversations that are neither here nor there. And I just shut his ass right the fuck on up. He's like, oh, okay, yeah, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, why are you so invested in the fucking argument? And then you think because I'm not invested in the argument, I don't see what's going on in my energy. I didn't scan everybody in this bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like that too. Like, you know, it's okay to speak up for yourself. Like, it's okay to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, real rap, no shade. I used to be on some shit. Like, say for instance, that grown man would have came up to me, he said some shit, and I'd be like, oh yeah, like, okay, like, da-da-da. No, I'd be right at him. No, I'm very much aware of my surroundings. I don't care for conversations. Pointless and meaningless conversation. I don't have time for it. Yeah. I don't give a fuck if it come off mean or whatever the fuck. Because at the end of the day, it's just like, stay in your place. A lot of people don't know how to stay in their fucking place. And And sometimes you need to check the fuck out of people. Like, some people need, y'all, people need to start something more. That could be the main message here. Start speaking up. You know what I'm saying? Start speaking up, because that's the one thing when people think that they a certain type of way, and they think that people can't really see them, they act crazy. Like what I'm saying, because they see it like, oh, I can't be seen. People don't know me. These people can't read me. But when a person meet a person and sure the man can read them down, baby, they gonna shut up. They're not gonna have much to say, because at the end of the day, you basically showing a side of them that they never really see. You know what I'm saying? That a lot of people can't never really pinpoint. A lot of people go, them type of people where people be like, oh, that's just how they are. Oh, that's just how they are. No, call that shit out. You know what I'm saying? If they're like, that's something where I used to tell people all the time. Like, for instance, I'll give a good at my sister. A lot of people will excuse her behavior and shit because, oh, that's just how she is. You got her. That's just how she is. Okay, well, this is how the fuck I am. So what? So we just want to ignore me too? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything needs to get spoken up about. Not saying everything, but, you know, speak up at the end of the day. Like, all that people, that ass, So when you see the true color of somebody, or you can read a motherfucker, damn, speak up. Don't be on no shit. Like, for instance, when him and his, he should have spoke up to him. You know what I'm saying? I don't, you know, men be weird at the end of the day. So I don't know what the fuck, but he should have spoke up to him and like, you know, no shade, should have put him the fuck on a scene. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even then, not for everybody else, but for him and for his child, because at the end of the day, he the one that felt that. Because if I felt it, I know he did. And even with the whole side, I watched the whole shit. Even he put the whole side eye and everything. And I'm just like, you know? And maybe it probably would be addressed later, but most likely not. Because 9 times out of 10, when shit addressed in that moment, it's dispersed. You know what I'm saying? So this is the season for speaking up, collective. Speak up, let people know when you know they crossing the line, they overstep a boundary, or you see something flaw in them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because when you don't speak up about people, when you don't let people know, like, no shade, for instance, with Cairo's dad, like I don't see what everybody else see. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm speaking up because it's like, at the end of the day, bitches will be delusional, but I'm not a delusional ass bitch. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I speak up. You know, people don't really give a fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, shit needs to be seen and heard. If bitch spoke up in the past and this shit, it was known and shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Bitch, I would have never fucked with him. No shade. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people need to, when people they have things wrong with them and shit like that, and we're not perfect. Because I'm not perfect either. I work hard to invest in myself and to becoming a better person. But dead ass, y'all know what I'm trying to say. Like, call them narcissists the fuck out. Call them people who ain't shit. Call them people that be, like, you know what I'm saying? You can read them up and down. Call them out. Okay? So that's it. I love y'all so much. Many blessings. And I wish y'all the best. You know, speak up for yourself. Say that shit with your motherfucking chest. Say that with your motherfucking chest. Period. Okay? So I love y'all. If y'all like my energy, please like and subscribe. If you want to donate to my channel, my Cash App and PayPal will be in the description. I appreciate everything that is given. I should.